Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It's a beautiful Sunday here in the UK. It's great and I'm thankful. I'm off today, so I thought I'll do a quick video on my series of turning bitter lemon in this time of COVID-19, people being unwell, people feeling unwell, people being frightened. People are dying here in the UK, just like they did in China and Italy and Spain and everywhere else. We're beginning to see the numbers go up. We are behind Italy and Spain, so we haven't peaked yet. But my series here is that, yes, we do have a crisis. Yes, we do have a plague. Yes, we do indeed have challenging times. The way it affects you and I is the lockdown period. Most of us are at home. Apart from the frontline workers, most of us are at home. Some of us are fortunate enough to be able to work from home and we're earning some money. Some of us are unfortunately not that fortunate, that you've lost your job or you don't know where you're going to, go back to. But my message here is that we don't know when all this is going to end. So we will take one day at a time. And each and every single day, we will make it count. We will make it productive. We will do something useful and beneficial out of that day, make that day count, so that when we come out of this period, whereas in 2 weeks, 2 months, 6 months, whatever time period it is that we come out of, that we would have found something, we would have made something out of our lives, so that we are turning this bitter lemon into some sweet lemonade. So now I'm going to be reading from a book that I've done a bit of Facebook live with this book, but I really want to now share it on here on YouTube so that it's a lot more permanent, because with Facebook, it just goes up with the feed and then I can't find it. But I'm a person of faith. The Bible is the number one book for me. But this, next to the Bible, it's been the book that really changed my life. People will know that I went back to medical school at a very, very young age of 47. It was this book. I picked up this book, and lessons from this book really helped me. So I'm going to be sharing some of these lessons with you. I know I've got 1 or 2 videos encouraging people to, do something in this down time. What I'm going to be sharing with you is something that you can do. Now, you don't need to buy any equipment. You don't need to buy any books. You don't need to, do anything extra. But this book, if you can get, will be helpful. I'll put a link in the description below. You can order it from Amazon. It is a very good book, and it's a really good book. And it's called the Success Principles, getting from where you are to where you want to be. Now, with this book, I took 100% responsibility, and I've got a video on that in the system there. But what I'm going to be talking about today is about goal setting. Setting some personal goals, because we have been told that successful people who are doing new things, people who are doing different things, people who are being successful are people who actually set goals. So they sit down and write down their goals, and they decide how much or what they want to do by when. So you write your goals, you set some boundaries, how much and by when. Because if you begin to think about your goals, you're one step ahead of lots of people. If you write them down, you're still ahead of lots of people. If you share your goals with family, with friends, or with people, like-minded people, people who will encourage you, people who will help you move in the direction that you want to go, you're still ahead of lots of people. And very, very, very few people write down goals and share the goals. And like I said, I never knew about writing goals or sharing goals. I remember as a nurse, maybe, 20 years ago, that, we had some courses on the job to set SMART goals. But these were goals that were all job related. I never knew that I could set goals for my personal life, for my own professional life, or set goals in different areas. I didn't know that. So when I came to realize that, I was shocked that nobody actually taught me that in school or anywhere else. So I'm taking this opportunity to just bring some of these things to your awareness, that we can set some goals. And I'm going to read 1 or 2 things from the book. This is the book number 2 in my life that's made the most difference, like I said. So the title is Unleash the Power of Goal Setting. If you want to be happy, set a goal that commands your thoughts, goals that liberate your energy and inspires your hopes. Set goals, for me, set goals in areas that you're passionate about. Set goals in areas that you're challenged. Set goals in areas that you really want to do well in. Set what we call breakthrough goals, a goal that when you achieve it, it will shift the needle for you. So it's not just a little, not a little incremental jump, but it's a massive jump. So for example, I did that in 2008. So I set my goals. When I picked up this book 15 years ago, I set my goal to get back to medical school. It was a big goal. It was a huge goal. But when I achieved that goal, it shifted the needle for me. That is one. Now, secondly, what it has done for me and what it will do for you. And I'm not saying set goals to go back to college or to go to medical school, but set a goal that will challenge you, because you know the areas in which you want to excel or you want to achieve. Only you know, and just work your way towards them gradually, consistently, bit by bit until you hit that goal. Because what it does for you is, apart from hitting that goal, a big, brave, hairy, scary goal, if you're able to do that, it just gives you confidence in all other areas. So like I'm saying, I set some good goals professionally. This is how it got me to medical school. But there's so many areas, and I will tell you as we get along what other areas that you can look to set your goals. All right. Okay. So I've talked about how important it is to set your goals, write your goals, discuss it and share it with like-minded people, and just put some time limits and some boundaries to it. Now, the areas in which you can set goals will be one, your professional goals, professional area of your life, you can set some goals. Your personal area. So you can be setting goals in that area. For example, to see, there's things in your personal life that you want to achieve. I don't know, buy that house, buy that car, set up the foundation. If you're like, I've got those goals in, a particular area of my, financial company that I belong to. I've set goals in that area. So you can set personal goals. You can set some goals in your relationship. Very important now that you are home all the time with, your spouse, your husband, your wife, your children. This is an area in which you can set some goals, relationship goals. How much time you're going to chat together, talk together, cook together, maybe keep fit together, watch TV together. You're going to set goals in areas and with your relationship that is difficult. If communication is a bit difficult, this is an area in which you can set some goals. Now you can set financial goals, and I love talking about finances because there is so much that we can learn when we look at our financial goals. Even simply just looking at how much you get coming in and how much you've got going out, how much you've got left at the end of the month to invest. So you can set financial goals. You can set health and fitness goals, another area that I love. Downtime is a good time to start your YouTube dances or your YouTube Keep Fit, or even in your garden, just doing your little exercises, doing the walks, doing the runs, doing the jogs. This is a good time to start it. This is a good time to pick up a new habit. Health and fitness goals. You can set goals. Now you can set goals in your impact on the community, or in your church, or helping others. This is a really good area as well, that as we've been giving so much, that we are able also to give back. You can set some like hobbies or leisure and travel goals. I love geography. If I hadn't become a doctor, I would have been like a geography teacher or something. But now that I can't do that, I know I can travel. I know I can go to interesting places and see things. I know I can do all sorts of things because I set goals in those areas as well. So you also have your interests, your hobbies, your pastimes. You can set goals in those areas. And like I've said in my other videos, if you've got hobbies that you really love, that you can even turn it into some money-making venture, then do you understand? You're following after your passion that will make you a bit more money. So I like to complete this series on COVID, our downtime, turning our time, this downtime, in bitter lemon into lemonade, so that it's one of the ways in which we can ensure that we get out of this downtime, or this COVID period, or this period of doom and gloom, and all we hear is how many people are dying, the number of nurses dying, the number of doctors dying, and even recently, apparently, even the bus drivers have started dying from COVID. So, it's a downtime, but some of these things that you can do, personal development in your downtime, to ensure that you come out of this downtime better than you went in, because you owe it to yourself to self-develop and self-improve. We've got a world that is changing so rapidly that if you do not change with the times, if you do not keep up with the times, if you're not improving yourself, at worst, you're stuck where you are. At best, you're stuck where you are. At worst, you become a dinosaur. You get left behind. And you wake up and realize, how come everybody else is, moving on and you aren't? And that's because you've not looked at your life and changed with the times. So I'm going to be ending here. If you like what you've heard, please share. Consider subscribing to this channel. Click on the notification button so that when I put up some more videos, you can partake of it. So in the comments below, please put your questions and your suggestions. In the description, I'll put a link to the book and one other book that I've read that I think it's valuable. Let's hear from you. What areas you're going to be setting your goals, because it'll be great to see how we all get on. Because remember, together we shall achieve a lot more. So keep safe, keep well, keep yourself isolated. It is so important that you keep yourself isolated so you do not catch, because it's challenging times. Like I say, I work in A&E and I see the problems that are coming, people that are coming with COVID. But yes, this is a good time. This is a difficult time, but yes, it's a good time, and we know this too shall pass. Bye-bye.